Hi, I'm Domi, and today we are gonna look at various weird garbage I found at the Congress Hardware Exchange. And, I have some of it. That's not even all of it, by the way. I have more than just this box. Without further ado, let's follow me to the bench. The things I got have been really influenced by me affiliating with old Telekom, which is to say, there's a lot of old phones. Okay, we have the device. And this one is interesting because it's not a normal phone, as in, for starters, we have a fucking serial port here, with a very short stubby cable. Additionally, not only does it have two ports, but also, if I manage to unplug this one, this does not look like a phone jack, right? This almost looks like Ethernet, but if you look closely, it has less pins than it should have. This is what we call ISDN, and unfortunately I will not be able to show you this phone in action. I do have some ISDN stuff from previous events, but I don't think I have enough to form a network. So this will need to go on the back burner, but I'm really excited to try and make some video about ISDN at some point. I said that we have phones, plural. That's a phone if I've ever seen one. So this one's interesting. This is exactly what you think it is, as in it makes a long cable short. It ends with this funny plug, which once again is a German thing. Also, the phone has a key. Have you ever locked your phone?
Remember to lock your phone.
Yeah. If you don't lock your phone, then the hackers can get to it. This is the volume control, or rather the ringer control, sorry. One of those knobs is for the ringer, the other one is for the volume. We have this implement, and then we have a very long cable that leads to this implement. We cannot disconnect it from the phone, which is kind of ruining my plans, unless I can find an adapter. I had like this whole fucking segment planned where I would take this, which is plug a phone line into it and it will emulate a phone line. Unfortunately, it turns out that I don't have the proper cable. Because we are in Germany, which means that the cables don't look like this, instead they look like this. I don't know whether we can get our beautiful dirty red phone up and running today. I mean, I could just cut the cable, right? I had something that would take 3 of those cables, and then I could plug this into it, and this adapter, which turns it into a regular phone jack. I think this is a capture card. Let's label it bottle. We also have the Hauppauge WinTV USB, which is, as the name suggests, a USB device. Not any USB, it's USB 1.1, as Globe intended. It either does not have support in the Linux kernel anymore, or for whatever reason, all major distributions no longer provide drivers for it. Can you guess why? Gee, I wonder why a capture card from like 1999 does not have any kernel support anymore. Still, I need to get this running at some point. However, what we can show you today are modems, given that they launch, which is not very probable. This modem very appropriately shows AC in and no other info about the voltage. Oh no, never mind, 9 volts, 1 amp. That's quite typical. I wonder if I can find a power supply that is compatible with it. Anyways, well, here goes nothing. Yo, it actually does power up. Well, we have a cable. I wanted to say consider my gender changed, but this is actually the same gender that it was, just smaller. A small, satisfactory serial. So anyways, this laptop does not have a modem. Yet. Oh, for fuck's sake, I do need a gender changer. How did that happen? Somehow my modem setup includes a null modem cable. I wonder if it'll work. So anyways, now this I can plug in here. Do you really think that Tails is gonna boot on here?
No, I didn't.
Wait for it.
IBM ThinkPad.
Wait for it. Any moment now. Yes. We're going NT4 for the ultimate performance. Ta-da! Okay. Yeah, that's the shit.
What just happened?
Hell yeah. It never gets old. I hope this is common. What this modem wants as the default baud rate, it advertises itself as 56K. It probably wants 115200. Let's try it. Now flip the switch. We have happy lights, but we don't have anything on the output. This may be a problem with the cable. Thank you. That is... Whoa, what the fuck? The ISDN phone, which I harvested the serial cable from. Well, it starts like a serial, but then it diverges into this monstrosity. What am I even looking at? I have another thing that looked like a serial cable, but why does it end up in 3 XLRs? Are you sure this is DMX? I have major doubts that this is DMX. It is labeled as
3AES?
The original idea about this was that we probably have something that was used in a custom-made phone exchange system. So like you could connect audio sources to this and the phone itself would do some weird shit with them. Dial-up networking serial cable between 2 PCs. This may be a problem, yes. Oh, fuck it. Let's use this very 2000s cable. Very sparkly and shiny. This is the shiniest phone cable I've ever seen. Maybe it will be a little bit more talkative once I connect it to a phone line. Phone 1, I suppose.
Should it also 3 here too, but whatever. Oh, no, that's
Good, I love USB-C. Because it doesn't emulate a phone line unless you plug it in. Well, maybe it's broken, maybe it's not connected to anything, but it at least should make a dial tone. We have yet another phone, or rather a base station for a phone, which can be connected over pods. I guess we could try using this one. And that's another serial cable though. And then I can try to use this one. And it is on, but it is not doing anything. I think I have been defeated by serial today. That's enough of that. We have some more ISDN stuff which I won't be able to show you today. This is an ISDN modem. Oh no, hold on. What is even this box? I thought this did Ethernet out, but it takes something in and puts something out. A little bit perplexed. Well, it is a device, and it looks really nice. But this I'm pretty sure we can do something with. It has a very funky serial port. Hold the fucking phone. Power 5 volts DC. Only use the original power supply. Have you ever seen a power socket that looks like this? ISDN multi-protocol router. 5 volts, 800 milliamps. Your warranty only covers the use of the supplied original BinTec power supply. No, I don't think I have a fucked up charger like this one. Even though I would love to have one, but I promised you that there would be cursed stuff on here, and well, I am currently delivering. Let's open this sucker up. Is this snap fit? Okay, so I think it does pop apart. Wow, this is such a weird design, like, who does this? And now it's stuck on the switch. I'm not sure how to disassemble this. Oh, that's better. That's immediately, yes. Okay, we are at least slightly in. And now this should come off, revealing. So what do we have here? We have an MPC 859 DSL. That's really funny that it has DSL in the name. Can we quickly look that up? Derivative of Freescale's MPC860. Power a quick family of devices. There's a like single chip integrated microprocessor. But what instruction set are we talking about? Is this a custom Freescale thing or... Oh, it's a Power PC, okay. The PC is powered. Someone called JN, we have found a Power PC. RAM, probably flash. We have two Realtek chips. One here and one here, which look very similar, and I bet your ass that those chips are Ethernet. So anyways, can I disassemble it and actually power it on? Remember how I said that we wouldn't be running ISDN stuff today? Well, that's still true. We're not gonna hook this up to anything, but Ethernet ID, that's the weirdest name for a MAC address ever. It's such a weird device. Like, I'm looking at the PCB here, and it has a whole line here, which feels like overkill. Like, this is not a bad thing, but it does not feel like it would be strictly needed. Also, those test pads. Looks like a fucking Raspberry Pi with this GPIO. What the hell? The Ethernet ports are decoupled anyways, so... And it looks like ISDN is decoupled as well. Let's beep this out and figure out which one is ground. Those pins are ground, those pins are not. And they are nicely grouped. Solder a cable to it. I'm 100% sure that this cable will not be missed. Really cool. Well, let's hope I got those ports right. This is what I get for not fucking looking at what I'm soldering. Come on. Let's hope this does something, right? Oh, hell yeah. This is a match made in heaven. We have a Power PC board that will be built on power. Will it explode? It made some pretty lines. I think it's alive. So anyways, let's get this connected to a network. I could get this construct and extract one cable from it. Don't ask me how I got it. This, my dear children, is how Ethernet cables get harvested. Oh no, there's one more! No! Oh, finally free! We don't want the ASDN, but I'm struggling to figure out what AT is. Anyways, I think we want this port. Feel free. Thank you, Denise, for the dock. I just found a cage nut here. You go fucking... Editor, please label this as floor noise. Cool. Come on! Internet's at H0. Well, it is flashing, at least. Failed to get a DHCP lease. Well, do you like do anything?
No, I prefer to do absolutely nothing.
That's ISDN, that's not connected to that. Does it work better? Oh, it's trying to do PPPoE. What happens if I... Let's try connecting it to the older one once more. Oh. App request who has 192.4.1.101 000/8 def H0. Well, okay, I'm getting responses from 192.4.1.101. Let's launch Firefox and try going there. Unable to... Cool. Okay, what if I nmap it? Ooh, it has Telnet open.
It was?
Okay, I need your German skills.
Okay.
Oh no, wait, that's in English. Fuck. Initial configuration. I want advanced configuration. What the... JavaScript my_sniff setup. My sniff. What are we dealing with? Location, European Union. Yes, I would expect so. Okay, 2005 at least. System state up and running. Leased line, no license. Tunneling, no license. Fast Ethernet, okay. Oh, so it can do modem, ISDN, and Ethernet. Where does it do modem stuff? I don't think I understand. It said ISDN on this part, and then... What? Let's try Telnet. I'm not... Oh! Welcome to X1202 version V.7.1 Rev 12. System name is Eckernförde?
Eckernförde.
What the fuck does that mean? Admin? Admin? I don't think that worked. HTML config wizard. This site is asking you to sign in. What is this server here? It doesn't say anything. Can I crash this somehow? Can I trivially crash this? I would like to repeat 99%00. That's still not found, but what if I do longer? Received HTTP 09 when not allowed. What other ports do we have? What if I do port 7000? Currently running a map, all 65,000 ports. I want to have the full picture.
It's blinking red.
Oh, actually! Did I break something or did it... Oh, it stopped blinking red. Now port 8081 is filtered, which means that it launched some weird protection probably. SNMP is open now. There is a port 2662 open in the services file. It's labeled as BinTec CAPI, and well, this is a BinTec thing. And I'm not sure whether I have anything else to say about this device, unless I managed to pawn it. Definitely not right now. But we have a working device that is more than the previous modem. Reassemble this now. Still, PowerPC, that's exciting. That's not ARM. That's cool. I like this arrangement of, this is the definition of vanity. This is what tasteless pride feels like. Very, very long light guides. Allotted amount of time for this has just ended. There. My friends, we have not one, but two dirty cherry keyboards. Both of them have some sort of mechanical thingy magics. Well, I would expect that this is Cherry, but I have never seen a switch like that from Cherry. Vastly different key feel. Both of them are linear, but this one is much mushier. This one is probably MX Black. Yep. Both of them have cut cables. Do you remember that cable that I said that, oh yes, we definitely won't need it? This cable will not be missed.
You don't have to do it yourself.
No, it's okay. The BinTec didn't deserve it anyways. Anyways, we have acquired an organically sourced USB cable, so let me... Oh, this keyboard is actually really cool. It doesn't actually use screws. It has 4 latches, which, and I shit you not, I think I can open without any tools. Oh. Leaves only this one. Yes! We got it. Oh god, this is really fucking dirty. Well, I had one of those before, and the biggest problem it had was the enter key having a crack going right through the trace. I am happy to say that this looks pristine. This is a case for my fucking vacuum cleaner. Now, because God hates me, this is nothing like USB core. Still fucking dirty as fuck. For the record, what I have just figured out, there's an AT or PC switch, or rather a hole for a switch, there is no switch in there, which suggests to me that this chassis has been used for a PS2 keyboard. Whether this is PS2 or not, well, it certainly looks like it may be. Let's try to get the other one open. Oh, that's a much different design. So This is very heavy. This is like literally a kilo or more. Like you could kill someone with this plate. It's also much cleaner. So like this is partially mechanical because this is a real key switch, but it's on a membrane. Essentially, there is no PCB that just made a membrane for this, which is interesting. This is probably also why it's so mushy. Well, this one doesn't have it at all. They look exactly the same on the controller. Cherry probably had produced one PCB for those, which is massive. It has no right of being this large. I'm like 90% sure that this is PS2. Made in Germany. I do not see a date code. They both have the same Windows logo, and they both have roughly the same layout. Hey Multi, do you know what? Since this is PS2, then I didn't need to cut the fucking USB cable from the other, I found the fucking splitter. Why now? We interrupt the keyboard because I have just found a splitter, so we can run the fucking telephone.
How are voice splitters implemented?
All of them are connected together.
Does that work with switches too?
Yes, Ethernet was designed to work like that. It doesn't like it, but I mean, okay, I don't know about like 10 gigs and up, but I know that you can do this. Like this is what hubs do, not switches, hubs. A switch actually looks at the packets inside, actually decodes the Ethernet frames and sees a MAC address, and then stores the MAC address.
In an ARP table?
It doesn't really have an ARP table, it doesn't need one. ARP table maps MAC addresses to IPs. What a switch needs is a mapping from MAC address to the port. Okay, now this fits. Does it fit in all of them? Wait, is this... Oh my fucking god, what the fuck? I feel cheated on. So
Why?
we have the splitter, right? At a glance, it may seem like we have 3 ports that look exactly the same. But then you notice that this one has a weird pattern here and the other ones don't. Which means that, for whatever reason, the cables I have only fit in the center plug.
So?
And it doesn't fit in the other ones. So it's not actually a split. I mean, it is a splitter, but I don't think we can win. Okay, let's at least see what the telephone had on it on the end. Maybe it's not just an extension cord. Does it fit in those? No. Okay, so I can connect this to the center port. I cannot connect this to any of the other ones, so... And this won't fit here either. Knowing more than I ever desired about the German phone system, let's get back to our fucking cherry keyboard. What I need is a PS2 cable, which... Let's just stick wires into it and see what happens, right? Into some shape. Okay, so let's play the fucking PS2 color roulette. Yellow will be probably VCC. And I have a bunch of those. Oh my fucking god. Cool. So now let's just kind of... Slash purple should be data, so this should be here. Hopefully this one. I have to suffer with this concoction. This is the worst thing I've ever done. Adapter. Oh, it blinked. I don't want to move this too much. But it doesn't work, that's right. No, it still blinks. Okay, so I need to redo this one to this one.
Line between bomb and non-bomb is...
I got the power right, because it's blinking when I connect it, but then I propose a radical new departure. We find that fucking USB cable again. Okay, let's just fucking redo all of this wiring. Ground. One has to wonder, because those are, like the remaining 2 ones, those are in the colors of USB. It should still blink. So it did blink. Now... Well, yeah, it's nothing. I think this keyboard is PS2, but it may be broken in some way. I'm not really surprised about, considering how dirty it is. It's another loss for Team Me. Broken keyboard times 2.
I think this has been at some kind of shop Pharmacy, yeah.
You can have a small taste of what's coming. We will game on this thing, I fucking assure you, but I will not show its guts today purely because I want to do that later. I have some literature I would like to share. I have a large folder labeled Digital Research. Well, apparently it contains the CP/M Plus operating system. Who am I to judge that? Alright. Symbolic instruction debugger. And then it starts with the documentation. Is this basic? I'm not sure what I'm looking at exactly. No, okay, this looks like assembly. Programmer's Utilities Guides for the CP/M family of operating systems. Copyright 1982. Digital Research. I guess that was like multiple things are bound together because we have another reader comment form. This is the Programmer's Guide. Oh no, this is documentation for Ed. Ed, as you know, is the standard editor. License agreement. Anyway, so we have various kinds of interesting digital research paraphernalia. And if that wasn't enough, we have another copy of the systems guide. This time in bound form. Another reader comment form. For we have a nondescript black binder.
Apple II.
Programmieranleitung. Look how beautiful it is. Like, it's fucking gorgeous. Sure, that's one way to do it. Applesoft. So, you may say, Domi, but I don't speak a word of German. What do I do with this? Worry not. We have acquired a data systems dictionary, English-German. Let's open it on a random page. Procedurablauf. Procedure execution. Oh, we have algol-specific terms. That's great. Programmierer Barriere Festspeis. I think we just need to sit down and like read through all of this, and then I will learn German through the fucking Wurtenbuch der Technik. Oh, we have the guys who made it. Dude's fucking rock. He's fucking smoking on here. The plan is to check if this is already on archive.org. If it isn't, then I think I will have something to do on very long winter nights. So I'm afraid that this would be about it for this video. We have not achieved as much as I wanted to achieve with
a BinTec thingy to actually just work and bring up and launch.
That's a highlight. Nothing fucking else works. This is Domi and that was my garbage. Thanks for watching.
Yay!
You know what's the worst part? Now I need to clean this up. The absolute fucking state after you record something. This is how it looks.